Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be doing a Brave Battle tier list. So just know this is strictly PvP, and I don't know why, but this tier list had some SP units, so I kind of just willy-nilly ranked them. I don't think any SP units are really like worth using anymore, especially because of the new Orihime, and basically the entire meta is also just invincibility characters. But if you want to, I think that these are like the best ones. I don't know if Yuha has a faster attack than Aizen, but I do know that Macy and White definitely do. And then the other characters, like I tried Unohana, she was not it. And then below that, it's like whatever. I'm not going to rank them like in order, but I think these are the three best SP units in the game. If you want to try, I have seen Daddy Ichigo as well also be played a little bit. And then there was the okay, he's actually not even on here, but it was the artwork Ichigo. I used to see him a while back. But either way, let's go into the actual Brave Battle characters. So we're going to just quickly fire off the older ones, such as like Asken. I think he's okay. He's probably runnable at max turn sentence, but that's about it. He can't pierce through Iron Skin. He doesn't have, or Iron Skin. He doesn't have invincibility. He can't pierce through invincibility. It's just unfortunate. Jugrim was literally the counter to him, if I'm not mistaken. He actually has invincibility. So I'll just put him a bit higher. You could maybe put him in SS tier. I'm basically going to put like 4 or 5 characters in SS because meta is like what you see like basically every game. Granted, I'm only in I'm only in third seat, so it might be a bit different depending on where you are. But yeah, that's how I'm going to be ranking it. Then we have SS, SA, and then just SP meta. Also, if you guys would like to see, comment down below, would you like to see a full PvE tier list first, or would you like to see a potion character tier list? Because I kind of want to do both. I've never done a potion character tier list, but I also haven't done a actual tier list in about a month or so, so maybe y'all would want to see it. Either way, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's continue on. So, Tsukishima, I still think he's very good. I still see him every once in a while. He's still very runnable, especially if you have a lot of dupes into him, which I imagine if you were playing a while, you probably have dupes in him. Mine is only 1 out of 5, but that's just because I never summon on Can Figure Only World banners. Like, I just never do. After I started, like, understanding the game, I just didn't really see that much value in them, so I just stopped summoning, unfortunately. This Yamamoto, basically the same thing. They were around the same, like, tier. They were both, like, in their own little meta. I believe this was the team that I joined into when I started the game around 6th anniversary. Slightly after, it was the Yama, Tsukishima, and Jugrim, and it was awful. I didn't play PvP for months because I didn't know how to go through invincibility. I genuinely had no idea. So thank God I actually somewhat know what I'm doing now. Now we have the Unohana. Yeah, I would probably just put her up in like S tier. This isn't ranked, by the way. Like, I'm not saying she's better than Jugrim or anything. It's just a tier list. She has ignored Brave Battle invincibility from her resurrection, so that's pretty good. I don't remember what else she actually got from her resurrection, but she's nothing insane. You know, she's nothing insane. So I'm just gonna put her S tier. At least she can go through that. If she had invincibility, maybe she could have been better. But bro, she looks so cool. I think this is my favorite Unohana art. I just think it looks crazy good. But yeah, the Spirits I've read with you Kenpachi dropped like basically 2 years ago at this point. I think he is definitely better than the Yamamoto. I think that's who I used to counter the Yamamoto when I came back to BBS, because I dropped it for like a few months. Came back around the anniversary, the New Year's time. Got anniversary Aizen. I got Kenpachi, and that was my PvP team. Pretty darn good character. I think he's better than the Yamamoto and Tsukishima. Yeah, he doesn't have invincibility though, which kind of sucks, but he does have a really nice barrier, so you'd have to like predict that the Kenny has barrier, or like check it every single time, which got annoying. So Pierce barrier was pretty meta back then. Chad, I think he is either around the same tier or better than the Kenpachi. He hits really hard. He has a killer or an affiliation that basically nobody has, human. He also has the enhanced booster, so he gets the 43% boost, if I'm not mistaken. So if he's still pretty good. He's still pretty good. I wouldn't say he's meta or anything, but I still think he's like up there. You know, he's up there. Now for Oko, I think he's pretty good. He's mainly just a stall character for the other characters on the list. I have stalled against Ishin. It's very gimmicky, but I have done it. I just think he can't have more dupes than you, because you know he has power. Then obviously he should do pretty good against Sajin as well. He does have no immunities, but he is also a captain killer, so he should do quite well against Sajin. Just kind of have to hope you don't get, you know, paralyzed the entire time. But honestly, Paralysis immunity wouldn't be too bad in the meta. There's a few units running around with paralysis. I would put him up around here in SS tier. I don't know if he's better than Chad, but you definitely don't see these characters really anymore besides like Suki just for a boost because they're probably max translated Sukis. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. He's really good against this guy. Like, he can hold his own against a max translated Yama, and mine is like 2-5. It's crazy. A bit 50-50, but it's doable. Ichibei, I'll just say he's like S tier. Okay, so yeah, he has ignored Brave Battle Invincibility. He also prevents last ditch survival, and he has a start barrier. I think he already had the start barrier though, but if he like had an invincibility as well, it'd be really nice. He also has paralysis duration, so that's pretty nice. He has pierce barrier. Pretty good character. I just don't think he has enough damage output realistically to surpass the other characters, unfortunately. It is what it is though. It is what it is. Really fun resurrection character. I think he's my favorite resurrectable character. I don't have any dupes of Unohana, so maybe she would have been more, but I just think his kit was a bit better, to be honest. So yeah, that's why I think I have him a little bit higher than the others in that list. Moving on, we have this Kenpachi. I've never really used him, never really seen him. I'm pretty sure he's like just a tank, to be honest. I'll just put him like here. You could probably put him up here, to be honest, but I'm just gonna put him in A League. I never see him. It's whatever. This Ichigo, he didn't get a very good resurrection. I'm pretty sure he got pierce invincibility. So he ended up getting a Brave Battle temporary invincibility. He doesn't pierce it, which is basically kind of like Jugrim, I guess, but just worse, to be honest, because at least the Jugrim has the counter. This Ichigo, he has a last ditch survival and low stamina as a link, and it's like, okay, I guess, but basically every single meta Brave Battle character prevents last ditch survival, so it's just kind of useless at that point. And yeah, he's okay. He's okay. If you really like the character, you can probably make him work, but I wouldn't trust it. No idea what this guy is here. He's just on the list. I'm gonna put him low. Let me know if he's actually any good. I genuinely don't know. I've never seen this character be used a singular time. Maybe there's some Giga Chad running around with this guy. Don't know why he's on this list. I didn't make this tier list. Welcome Society made it. Okay. Now next we have Chad. I think he's S. He's a premium character. I've used him before. He's held his own against characters like Yamamoto. I don't think he ever went up against Max Transcended and like had a chance. But I mean, he's like 4 years old at this point, so it makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, if you just have him built up Max Transcended and you know make him as tanky as you can, he can probably still be runnable. I believe there's a YouTuber that I watch that uses him. I swear, Tuki, not Tuki. It's Midnight. I can't remember who it is. Either way, very cool guy. And yeah, that's all I could think of. Kuryoshiki, honestly, I still think he's SSS meta. Like I see him all the time. He's like teetering on the very edge. Like I wouldn't be mad if you say he's SS, but honestly, bro, like I think he's. But I don't want to have too many characters in SSS meta, so I'll drop him down to SS. He's so good though. He's still a very good character. If Ishin didn't exist, I would put him in SSS meta. But like Ishin just slaughters him like every single time I put him against him, except maybe against a max transcended one. The Ishin wins. The Ishin wins. Now going on to Yuha. He's a monster. He's an insane. He's an insane booster, 43% booster, paralysis and drain on all of his attacks. He has Captain Killer, he has the booster skill, he has Flurry +2, he also ignores Brave Battle Invincibility. It's unfortunate though, he doesn't have Pierce Barrier, so make sure to give him that, because a lot of characters do end up running Pierce Barrier, to be honest, so you want to be on the lookout for that. Yeah, overall just a really great character, I love him. He basically just murdered off my old favorite character, Brave Battle character, the Kenpachi. Just absolutely butchered him, threw him in an oven and cooked him up. Killed this guy off too. Like you just don't see this guy like ever anymore, ever since he dropped. Because you kind of like saw the team with these three in it for a while, but then Yuha just came in and absolutely slaughtered them. Ishin, easily my favorite counter to go against Yamamoto because of his own last rate. He also has killed. He does have Soul Reaper Killer against Yamamoto. I thought he had Captain Killer. I was like, wait, is that even right? But yes, he has Soul Reaper Killer. He has Last Rate in all of his attacks as well. And he has an increased damage to last rate enemies by 60%. He has Ignored Brave Battle Invincibility. He has Invincibility, so, you know, any SP unit just can't touch him for the first 10 seconds. Also, Bruiser skill at 50%. Very, very nice. Flurry plus 2. I think I already said that. I think he's still an SSS meta character. Yeah, I think he's absolutely insane. Now, going out of Sajin, he's not my favorite character, to be honest. I don't have him, but every single time I play him, 9 out of 10 times I win, even with lower, like, link slots and whatnot, like Transcendence, like special moves. I'm not a big fan of him. I see him everywhere. He's always in like the top teams. He's in Lieutenant's League. Is that the highest league? I think it is. I see him in the leaderboards all the time, but I just like, how do people use him? I don't like him. They have to put him against someone. I have paralysis immunity in my Yuha, so like he like never dies to Sajin because you can't paralyze him. Maybe that's what people do. They go against Yuhas without paralysis immunity. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I never really have a problem with him. He's still really good. He's still a really great character. I just don't think he's a meta character. Now, if you want to, maybe we just go top 5. You could throw him in there, but I think he would definitely be the weakest one, especially because of the new little Orihime that dropped, to be honest. Now, Yamamoto, I still think he's number 1. I still think he's the number 1 character. It's so weird because, like, yes, Orihime is insane, but like I've beat max transcended Orihimes with Yama. Granted, I have an Orihime on my team, but she's 1-5. So, like, you know, it is what it is. You could definitely interchange them, but, like, these two characters are definitely the best in the entire game. Yama, exceptional character against Yuha. Absolutely slaps him, even though it is kind of 50-50 sometimes. It's very weird how one of them wins and one of them doesn't. Ishin can go against Yamamoto fairly easily. I think he also has a very good time beating up the Orihime teams. It is a bit weird though, because sometimes she just gets away and he like changes his AI and then she just like pelts him from afar. I've seen that a few times, but yeah, this is my top 5. I don't think you could really argue for anyone else being top 5. So if you have these 5 characters, you are set in Brave battles. Alright, so I didn't really go over my point as to why like Orihime is so broken. So the reason Orihime is so broken, 1, she gets Flurry plus 3 for the first 10 seconds. Her perseverance is absolutely insane. It is only 5 seconds. It was data mined to be 10, but still 5 seconds is insane because you basically have invincibility and you can't die no matter what for 5 seconds. And she also does 50% more normal attack damage when she's half stamina or below. So incredible, insane DPS there. She also has 50% damage, reduced damage taken under 50% HP. So, with all that, very, very nice. She ignores Brave Battle invincibility, prevents Brave Battle healing. She also has the SA2 debuff, and she's also a ranged character. I don't know if that helps her realistically. I think it kind of does for what she's trying to do. I'm curious to see when a NAD character, or a melee-based character, will come in with this skill. It's going to be very interesting. I assume it would probably be better, to be honest. But I don't know who's the actual best one, because I've beaten Yamamoto with Orihime. I've beaten Orihimes with Yamamoto. It's so 50-50, and I have no dupes on my entire PvP team. They're either 1-5 or 2-5. Like, it's not like I have a max transcended team. The only character that I had max transcended for PvP was my 6-any Aizen, Ishin, and the Safui Kenpachi. So honestly, you could easily reverse them, and I wouldn't say no. I just think that because of the perseverance skill, or he genuinely might be better, just because of how broken it is, and the fact that if they stay on her and fighting, and they like, you know, the middle one, or whoever you put it up against Orihime is still fighting, your boys come in to round up, they can just like jump Orihime, you know, and then win. I've definitely seen that, or vice versa, where you're using Orihime, you proc the perseverance, then your boys come in and you finish up the final enemy, or maybe one of your other teammates are fighting off an Orihime and they're supposed to be the tank, and then your Orihime and your Yamamoto or whoever would come in and you know, mop up. So it's very iffy. I think I'm just gonna put Orihime at number 1 just because of the insane like 1v3s I've seen. I don't think I've seen a 1-5 Yama ever do that. I don't think I've ever seen a 1-5 Yuha do that. Definitely not Ishin or Sajin. You know, that's just my take on it. Let me know below who you think is the actual best character in the meta. Would love to hear it. And take care, peace out, and hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Excited for what we get in BBS in terms of raid battle characters, to be honest, because I just think they're really cool. Don't know if I'll be summoning all of them, obviously, but I just think they're really cool, and hopefully they come up with a new technique. Would love a new character like Meninas to be a PvP character. Kind of sucks that she's gonna be a PvP character, but I can already just see it, so I'm just gonna accept it now. But yeah, take care, peace out, and have an absolutely amazing day.